You've heard of real estate portfolios, but what about a digital one? Did you know your domain name could be one of your most valuable digital real estate assets in the digital world? Most people think buying a domain name is a one-time task. You grab whatever's available, point it to your site, and never think about it again. But here's the truth. Domain names are one of the most powerful digital assets you'll ever own. It can unlock opportunities, defend your brand, and even appreciate in value, just like prime real estate property. If managed right and strategically, domain names can build more than a website. It can build an empire. Hey, if you want more deep dives and insights about domain name and branding, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because through our videos, we're pulling back the curtains on how domain names protect brands and really drive business growth. Too many business owners treat domain name like office supplies. I see it all the time. A business owner rushes to buy a domain. Maybe it's long, maybe it has hyphens, maybe it's a .net because the .com version was taken. They grab one that's available, slap it on their business card, and move on. But that mindset is leaving opportunity and money on the table. Because domain name is more than a link. It's your storefront on the digital space, your reputation, your first impression, and your long-term leverage. And here's the painful part when business startups ignore the importance of the domain name that will represent their brand. Clients forget the name. Competitors scoop up the better versions of their domain name. And when the company finally realizes they need a domain upgrade, the price tag is 10 times higher. Domain names aren't office supplies. They're not like pens or business cards you replace later. They're digital property. Domain names are prime real estate on the digital space. And when you treat them like an afterthought, you lose leverage before you've even started. Think about real estate. No serious real estate investor stops at one property. Smart real estate investors don't buy just one property and stop. They build portfolios, properties that work together, protect their position, grow in value, and cover different opportunities. Domain names are no different. They are digital real estate portfolios. Smart companies hold more than one domain name. They own their main brand domain name, but also acquired the short versions, geographic versions, product domains, and even future domain expansions. Each one adds a layer of security, authority, and influence. Take an example. A real estate company could hold their brand domain name, surebrokers.com, but also lock in nowbrokers.com for expansion. Or a developer who grabs cmbdevelopers.com and cmbdeveloper.com, so competitors can't piggyback off their brand. That's strategy. That's building a digital portfolio. Look at the giants. Amazon owns and controls dozens of domains across Prime, Kindle, and Alexa. Hotels and airlines quietly secure city name plus hotels or flight domains so they control booking traffic. In every startup that scales to IPO, they almost always upgrade from clunky early domain names to short, powerful one-word domain names that signal credibility and authority. Why? Because investors, partners, and customers trust them more when their domain name is clean, branded, and easy to remember. Imagine pitching your Series A investors from c9x.com versus bestcloud9extras.net. The first one screams authority. The other raises eyebrows. So what does this mean for you? It means only one thing. One domain name isn't enough to secure and protect your brand from its highly competitive industry. To be intuitive and brand defensive, you should ask yourself, what variations of my domain name could competitors buy tomorrow that will possibly confuse my customers? Are there short, memorable versions of my domain names I should grab now before they're gone? Do I own a short, memorable version like Empico.com instead of a 5-word compromise version? Which future products or services will I need to be protected? Am I protecting future products or services with names like muchfun.com or moneyqa.com before someone else does? That's the difference between waiting for problems, and that's how you start building a digital real estate portfolio that actually holds value. I've seen realtors who lost leads because a competitor grabbed the cleaner version of their domain name. I've seen startups pay 6 figures for domain name upgrade. They could have bought years earlier for a fraction. And I've also seen the ones who got it right. They bought their main brand domain name plus variations like collinsrealtor.com, palmettoestates.net, and gulfrentalsinc.com. Each one supports their presence, protects their market, and adds value to their digital real estate portfolio. That's leverage. That's how you turn domains from expenses into assets. The biggest myth in domains is that they're throwaway one-and-done purchases. The truth is they're digital assets, like real estate, that compound in value over time and protect your future. So don't fall for this myth. Start thinking bigger. Expand your horizon. Don't stop at one domain name of your brand. Build a digital real estate portfolio today that covers and protects your brand, your products, and your future growth. Because the domain names you don't secure today, you might pay 10 times more for them tomorrow. If you want to see some of the domain names we've curated for real estate, crypto, AI, geolocations, and short one-word domain names that may fit your brand, simply check the link in the pinned comment and in the description below. And if this video gives you a new perspective about domain names as a digital real estate gem, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you know building their business.